Hello everyone, my name is Bilal Nizamani. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this series, we will be diving into the world of ReactJs hooks. Specifically, in this video, we will focus on UseState hook. So without further ado, let's jump right into the content. So now that our Next.js app is created, go to the app router and go to the page.js file and remove all Next.js generated code. And just write an imperative here. And also go to the global.css file and remove body styling. We will start by importing the UseState hook. And also make the component client side, otherwise UseState won't work because it's a client side. I will run the project here, npm run dev, and go to the localhost. So we will make some front end here, and then we will use UseState hook. Now let's use the state hook. So what's UseState hook? UseState hook especially manages the state in functional components. So we'll see how we can use it. So UseState accepts initial value as a parameter. So let's see, we will give 5 as the initial value. What this function returns? This function returns an array. Just name it an array. Okay, so let's see what's in array. Console.log. The first value is what we provided here, and the second is a function. F means it's a function. So the first value is the current state, and second is a function which will be used to update the current state, the first value. So we simply don't use it like this. We simply will destructure it, state, set state. You can name it anything. Okay. Now let's create a function decrement. Const decrement. And use state here. We'll use a minus sign here and a plus sign here. And also call the function decrement on click. Let's decrease the 5 value by 1 on every click. When the design, we cannot see it clearly. Flex, justify, center, align, items, center, and edge, height, rate ph. Just make it 5 pixel. I also give some gap here. Gap x 5 will be okay now. Now I can see it clearly. Let's use set state function to manipulate this state value. Set state -1. We are just taking the 5, this value, and minusing 1 and returning to this and giving as a parameter to set state function. It will just replace the state with this value. Let's see, minus. This decreases the value by 1, and after that const increment. Let's do the same logic here. Name it const. Now it will increase the value by 1. We just have to call this function on click increment. See, now it will increase the value by 1. But there's one more thing. There's a lot of beginners don't know. When you use set state and setting the state by using the previous state value, so you cannot set true in a function in a row. But whenever you setting, this is not a correct way to use it like this. See, we are minusing 2 times. It should be, when I click the minus sign, it should be 5, but it will be 6. See, it's 6. When the set state is right, okay, when we call this function set state, it's setting the value, for example 3, state -1 3, but here it does not really change instantly. So here it is still 4. So again we are setting here 4 -1 3. We just replacing this value with this one. So how can we solve this issue? Just use set state and call a function and create a function in here, pass a function state. Let's name it old. It will always get the latest state value. Window, let's set state -1, and let's set here return old -1. Now it will minus 2 values from 4. Let's see, 2 0 -2. But if we use this value at the bottom, it will not work. It will only minus the 1 value. See, why is cutting only 1 value from the state? Let's see how. When we setting the state, yes, it's minusing 1 value, but it is not changed here. So we are just taking the -7 and minusing 1 value from it. So it's just being replaced with this one. So we have to use both function like this, old -1, old -1. Now it will -2 value. So whenever your state is dependent on your old state, when you are setting a new state and it's dependent on old state, so always use this function in set state. Same with the plus sign, you can do same here. And also one more thing, when there's a lot of complex logic going around here, use function here, so it will not assign the value every single time when components re-render. Let's see, use a complex value here, see how slow it becomes. We will use a Fibonacci function, const Fibonacci. Just take a number as a parameter. If n to 1, return n, and also return Fibonacci -1 less Fibonacci -2. Let's call this function here. We'll use 35. Now let's see, when we change this value, this will take a lot of time. See, it's taking a lot of time. It's assigning value here every single render. So how can we solve this issue? How can we make it faster? Just pass a function here. Now this function will only on first render, and call this Fibonacci function here. Just give 35. Now let's see how it works. At the first render it will take us a little time, and after that, see, smooth. And also you cannot use create a state anywhere uh, in the you cannot create this in a function. See, it's giving an error. React hook use state is called in function decrement, that is neither a react function. It can be we can just create a state in only react function at the top level of react function. So let's see how we can use object in state, use state. Let's see. Let's create a num, make it 1, and theme. Let's use theme. Make it dark. Here num state theme. Let's show this all and change some logic here. State all, we'll just return here all dots. This num all dot num -1. You must be thinking that this state will be merged, this object will be merged with the old one, like in what used to happen in class component. But no, this will be replaced, this whole object will be replaced with this one. Let's see, dot will be disappeared from, right, dot will disappear from here. So you cannot, because we haven't used logic, use same logic here. Plus 1. Because it does not merge with the old object. It just get replaced with this one. Because there's no point of merging the new object with the old one, because we can use another state. Let's create another. Let's make it theme. Set theme. Use state. Make it theme. Dark. We don't need it. And also change it. Set state all +1. So that's it for today. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to subscribe my channel and also give thumbs up to the video. It really helps with the YouTube algorithms, ensuring that other people can discover my content. I apologize for my language hiccups. English is still a bit new to me. And also in coming videos, we will learn about all ReactJs hooks, and then Redux toolkit, and we will also learn about Next.js backend. So that's it for today.